everybody jealous though. People say, isn't it enough to look as good as that, and then you can write music and then you can sing as well? You play triple tax there.
You know what? I think I just concentrate. I always feel my most centered when I'm writing and being creative. Then I feel everything else is, you know.
Amazing, eh?
It's
I was telling someone the story, which is true, in that a little girl, because a lot of people write to me and say, can you help me? I'm interested in singing, and I've written this song, and could you play it or whatever? And this little girl wrote to me and said, could I?
I was 12 years old.
12 years of age. I've got this song and I've sung the national anthem, and what do you think I should do? And it was signed Delta. And I wrote back and I said, well, listen, I'll talk to someone in the rugby league. But did you know that Delta was the name of a racehorse? I said, didn't I?
Yes, and it was actually the year that my dad was born, was when they won the Melbourne Cup.
51.
Yeah, and it was a...
And you still got the letter, and she got the gig. Delta still got the letter, but she also got the gig at the Rugby League Grand Final or something, didn't you?
You know what's funny though, like just to go back, when you're here and you always like have your guests and you talk so incredibly about them. Let me just say with Alan, right? I mean, as a 12-year-old, when you're just starting out and you've written your music or you're just trying, you have always been on top of making sure that you're a part of it and helping young kids to start up in music or to start up with anything that they're trying to do. And I think that you always get back to people. And, you know, for me, that was very impressionable at a very young age, and I've never forgot it either. And you start, and you know, I think it's an incredible trait.
She's a beautiful person. Happy to help you, and look what's happened now. Here,
I've still haunted you years later, back here.
That's right. But what beautiful music, and it's her music. She writes it, she sings it. Listen to this. Ross goes in the studio and back it on. You can understand, but there's some things you can't. You can't understand it. In this beautiful head, there's all that music going around, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, at the moment, it really is. I mean, I'm constantly, I think, when I first said, it's always about like being able to relate from experiences and to be able to put it into words. Like it's the same at the moment with being involved with the Gardens of Vincent's Campus Cancer Centre, that I think that you're in the healing world as well, that you go there, and I always wrote songs to heal. You know, you write songs for people to escape to. I happen to have a journey that would bring me into a place where I could understand when people go through such a hard and difficult and a deep journey of their own, that I can write about it. And I think now I want to stand for a lot more of hope and bringing back and standing as a...
It is extraordinary, isn't it, Delta? Because the one thing that I found is that people can't bring themselves to use the word, and they say, how did you go with your procedure? Yeah. I said, you mean my cancer? And they said, what did he say? When he told you you had cancer, what did he say? Yeah. Well, I said, he just told me I had cancer. I mean, you've got to break down.
It feels like a wall, you know. But I think that once you've been a part of that world, and we've gone into a particular club, so to speak, I think that you I think you actually, it makes, I mean, I feel that it's a gift now for the fact that feeling strong in that place, but that I can actually approach and talk about it and talk at a deep level and say, what are you going through, what's going on, and the treatments and
this is the one. This Garvan Institute, this cancer, is a one-stop shop, isn't it?
It is.
So that people can go there. There are the clinicians, but then the researchers are over there. It's true. Well, I don't know what they took out of me, but they said, "Oh, could we give that
to research?"
They asked. And so, and you talk about these things, and the nurses are so wonderful, aren't they? And that's
they are.
And there's nothing for people to fear about all of this. I think the biggest fear, Delta, in all of this is that, and men are worse than women. Men are hopeless. Women talk about their breast cancer, and they go along for a breast cancer screening. Men self-diagnose, and they say, I'm okay, now look, I'll be all right, I'm okay. Have you been along? No, mate, I went 2 years ago. You've got to get along. That's the point.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
What happened last night? We had a video, we're raising some money. I was supposed to go and I didn't. But I was just tired last night.
You have to listen to your body.
Yeah, you've got to listen to your body. And I was tired. I thought, damn this, I've got to go to bed, so I did. But it was a big night, eh?
It was. We had a wonderful night. It was the start of the fundraising. Yes. Obviously, in tough economic times, and also whether it's good. I mean, cancer doesn't bring you weight, so I think it's a big thing to be able to say we're trying to raise money, but we will, and we've got we'll start all the different wonderful ideas, and I've set up my own Delta Goodrem Patients Facilities Fund, which people can also, it's for specifically patients.
I'll give them those websites, which are wonderful. I mean, the key thing I think is to understand that it is out there. It is affecting a lot of people. It may well affect you. We've got some of the best clinicians, physicians, researchers in the world. So just open yourself up to that opportunity and your life can be saved. Pretend that you can solve it for yourself and you'll be part of what I call the turf club. In other words, you're part of the turf club. We don't want to be part of the turf club. I said to someone, we don't do dying around here. And you won't do dying if you go out and use the wonderful people that you were talking 4 and 2 last night.